Hi guys, I am Syrachime and I welcome you back to another episode of Pokemon SoulSilver. In the last episode, we made our way through Route 44 in the Ice Path to make it here to Blackthorn City. In the process of doing that, we actually caught the sixth member of my team, that being this Jinx right here, or better known as Aurora. That was all we were actually able to do when we actually got here to Blackthorn City. So in this episode, we're going to take a little bit of time to kind of look around here, see the various things that are here, and then just do a few other things accordingly from there. But before we do anything, I kind of want to show you guys something that I did off-screen. Now, off-screen, I actually went ahead and trained up my Jinx, or my Aurora, rather. I was got to get used to saying that. Anyway, I went ahead and trained up my team and Aurora up to about level 36 for reasons you'll see later. But while I was training up my Aurora, I went ahead and taught it a few different moves because it's not going to learn anything good leveling up. So I went ahead and taught it the TM Ice Beam that I got from Goldenrod, or the Game Corner. I taught it Shadow Ball from Morty. I was saving that. I pretty much just bought a Blizzard because I needed some kind of filler and fake tears. Well, that's just kind of there for filler right now. Jinx is not really, or Aurora, excuse me. My gosh, can't even remember my own Pokemon's name. Anyway, Aurora is not going to be particularly useful, at least with a Psychic Stab, for a long time to come yet. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show what I've got. I got a Stab Ice Attack. I got Shadow Ball for coverage. Blizzard there. Well, it was a better option than Hyper Beam, which is the only other thing I would have taught it. But aside from that, I didn't really do much else. No one else on my team really learned anything that I'm aware of. Dopey's still the same. Batty is still the same for the moment. Talk about that in a minute. Got Calcifer still the same. Got Bloke who's the same. And Sakura's going to undergo a little transformation, at least in its moveset, but not at this point in time, just for things you will see why in a little bit. So anyway, here in Blackthorn City, now that we've shown what I've got already, the first place I'd actually like to show off is this place right here, because this place is the Move Deleter and Move Tutor house, which I do actually want to go into. And there's anyway, there's also a couple of other things in here as well that you might find interesting. Now, if you do happen to have a Typhlosion, and this is the only time I'd recommend this, if you go to this guy and talk to him, he will teach you what is the ultimate Fire-type move for a starter Pokemon. It is basically the move, I don't really know exactly. It's pretty much the equivalent of Hyper Beam for Fire-type Pokemon. Base power 150, have to recharge after it. If you've got a special attacker, I could recommend it, but because I've got Bloke, and I don't necessarily recommend it for Meganium either, I wouldn't recommend if you've got those two, and it's not worth it. But if you did pick up a Dratini back in Goldenrod City, this lady right here will teach you a very interesting move, the ultimate Dragon-type move, that being Draco Meteor. Very powerful. I could actually recommend that one if you have, like I said, a Dragonite, but outside of that, there's nothing really that important there. Now, these two guys are actually kind of important. I'm going to go ahead and talk to this guy because I do want to use him. And that is because he goes, "Me? I'm the Pokemove Maniac. I know every move that Pokemon learn while they are leveling up, and I can make your Pokemon remember those moves." Alright, so we've got the Pokemon Tutor here, which I think it's the Pokemon Reminder, but anyway. This guy, if you have a Heart Scale, he will teach you a Pokemon that had in there, well, you give this guy a Heart Scale, and he will teach a Pokemon a move that they may have previously forgot, or could only learn through their previous evolutions. I'm going to show you just as an example, we got Batty here, which Batty doesn't really have a good Poison-type move, and couldn't really learn it until he became a Crobat. So, yeah, now that Batty is a Crobat, he actually has the option of learning Cross Poison, which is why I actually got a Heart Scale for this. It's not the best physical attacking move, but I really don't want Batty to only have, well, Flying type Stab, and that being it, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and teach Batty his Cross Poison again. And we're just going to get rid of Wing Attack for that. I'd like to keep that, but I think Fly is pretty sufficient. 95% accuracy is not the worst thing in the world. Alright, so with that, Batty now has a Fly Stab, he has a Cross Poison Stab, and he's got Bite for coverage. I think that works good for me. Fantastic. Good job, Betty. Now this guy right here, he's only going to be important if you have HMs that you want to get rid of. This guy is the Move Deleter, so if you have Pokemon that have HMs on your team and you don't want them anymore, like Calcifer has Strength, this guy will make them forget that move, and you will be able to teach it something else in its place. I will be using this later, but I think Calcifer's good with Strength right now. Pretty decent physical type move, and he's a physical attacker, so we're going to keep it as is. Alright, so there is one more area that is actually pretty important. Well, actually, there's two in the city, but one happens to be over here. Now, I wouldn't recommend going in here unless you actually picked up a Dratini from the Goldenrod game corner, and even if you did, you may not find this all that useful. But anyway, if you talk to this girl, she says Dragonair's cute, but I don't have it. Do you have a Dragonair female? Want to trade it for my Dodrio? So yes, if you actually picked up a female Dratini back at the game corner in Goldenrod City, you could trade this Pokemon for a Dodrio, which Dodrio is a normal flying type, and it has access to some pretty solid speed and attack stats, so it's a pretty good offensive Pokemon, one of the best normal types you're actually going to find. And it actually has access to the powerful stab moves that it needs to make use of, like Fly, Return. Definitely has the options there. Unfortunately, Dodrio is a Pokemon that has a lot of drawbacks. Defensively, it's not that stellar. It's got low defenses, low HP, and it also has a limited versatility outside of its stab moves. Doesn't really learn anything else except flying, normal type moves, so yeah, that kind of hurts it. But the worst thing yet, it's so late in the game. Surely by this point you'd have a flying type by now. I mean, if you don't have a flying type, there's a good reason to use this, but I wouldn't recommend it just because you should already have a flyer at this point. And if you are just going to trade a Dragonair, you went to the trouble of raising a Dragonair, you might as well just go all the way. Dragonite's a far better Pokemon. It's a flying type when it fully evolves, can learn Fly, so yeah, I don't recommend this trade. If it were available earlier in the game and had a different Pokemon available for it, I'd say go for it, but because of that, I really don't recommend this trade all that much. Dodrio's a good Pokemon. I used one in a previous Let's Play, but I just don't recommend this trade just because of the fact... Mother! Quit calling me! I'm not coming to visit you! My mother is so annoying! Oh, I will admit I had seriously thought about actually going and collecting all of my money and telling my mom to quit calling me, but I've kind of decided against it just because of the fact that it's kind of funny for me to freak out when she calls me. So I won't worry about it anyway. Anyway, there is another place that is very important, and it is this place right here, which if you didn't see it coming, is the Blackthorn City Gym. So yeah, the blessed user of Dragon Pokemon. Yeah, we're going to see how that goes. So yeah, we've actually got a gym here. And I think we're actually going to make use of that. Use what little time we have left in this episode to take on the gym battle. But first things first, I guess I'll leave Aurora out there. Aurora could use a debut, so we'll go ahead and leave her out there for now. Alright, so if we go up here and talk to this guy, he says, exclamation mark! Yo, champ in the making, yo guy we tell to shut up. The gym has unstable footing. Keep your Pokemon in their Pokeballs. Now, Claire uses the mythical and sacred Dragon-type Pokemon. Most overpowered type of Pokemon ever. Even in the 6th generation, it still feels overpowered, but anyway. You can't dodge them very easily. But, you know, they're supposed to be weak against Ice-type moves. Oh, shut up, you jerk. Way to tell us absolutely nothing. Well, if you couldn't tell by that, yes, the Dragon-type Pokemon are weak to Ice-type, which is why I'm overly prepared for this. Ice Fang on Bloke, Ice Beam on Dopey, and Ice Beam on Jinx. I've got my bases covered, so I'm good to go. I'd recommend you actually have an Ice type for this. So anyway, the mechanic for this gym, what you want to do is you actually want to step on these various things. And if you step in the blue little button thing there, you could turn the switches around and proceed on with the path. Now, if I could actually avoid some trainers, well, I guess I'll go ahead and do one battle. Like I said, Aurora needs some screen time, needs a debut, so here we go. Your first battle against dragons? I'll show you how tough they are. Alright, fine, and I'm going to show you how tough my Aurora is. Haha, Pokemon I still thought I should have named Elsa. Alright, that's sad. I'm sitting at Aurora against a Dratini. Ah, well, it's not the worst thing ever, I guess. Alright, so Aurora, I guess I'll show up with a Blizzard if it hits. If it doesn't, alright, good job, Aurora. Wow. I'm not kidding. The only reason that I've got Blizzard on Aurora right now is because I am not going to get a Psychic Stab for Aurora for a long time to come, and it was better than Hyper Beam. Alright, so we got another Dratini out there. I really don't want to waste my Ice Beams on Aurora, so good debut, Aurora. You did amazing. We will see you later on in the gym. So let Bloke go ahead and take out the rest of these trainers. I think all these trainers actually use are nothing more than Dratinis and Dragonairs, and if that is the case, I think I'm actually going to cut out a majority of the trainer battles and not worry about them, but we'll kind of cross that bridge as we need to. For now, though, Dratini is a rather new Pokemon. Well, we've only had... Oh, a Seadra. That's surprising. Well, for that, I'm going to send out Sakura. Sakura's not going to have much use outside of this particular... Well, a few battles here anyway. So yeah, here's a Seadra here. And that is one thing that kind of confuses me. I guess while I'm actually battling one of these things, Seadra is based off of a seahorse. I'm not exactly sure how this thing... You dog! No! You get a critical hit and you lower my speed. Oh my gosh! My goodness, Swinging Luck has been just the abominable theme of this Let's Play. I cannot believe how much my luck has swinged back and forth. Alright, that's too bad. Yeah, I could have totally taken you out with my Aurora, but we're good to go. Alright, so if you actually get injured in your battle and you want to go back, just step in this little teleportation device, you can go back. I'm not worried about it because I've got potions and stuff like that, so we're good to go. Alright, so from here, I guess we'll go ahead and throw this up. I will admit, it's been a while since I've actually done this, so we'll kind of just have to see how it goes. And I think I've already messed this up. Yep, already messed this up. I think. Yep, there. No! Oh, come on, you dog. No! It's like trying to drive a pickup or something. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I really shouldn't be doing or panicking this much, but this is embarrassing. You'd think I'd know how to spin this thing around. Oh, man, that's funny. Alright, so we got another trainer here. I'm going to avoid these if I possibly can. Oh, you dog! How'd you save me? Well, anyway, I've been trading hard with Claire. There's no way I can lose. Alright, well, this trainer isn't particularly required, and I kind of want to save some time for the battle to come, so I'm going to go ahead and cut out this battle since it's not necessarily required, just bad luck on my part. I'll catch you guys in just a little bit. I will be right back. Alright, you guys didn't really miss much. All you really missed was pretty much Sakura beating up on a Seadra again, so yeah, totally not worth showing that. Alright, so I'm going to actually send out Betty for this because we're getting pretty close to the trainer, or the end of the battle here. And I don't foresee Betty being really all that usable, so we're going to go ahead and leave Betty out there right now just to give him a little bit of screen time. My chances of losing, not even 1%. You really want to put that math to the test, dude. Alright, well, if you really feel like you have to... All these dragon... Yes, what's with all these dragon Pokemon? I totally forgot I'm in the Dragon Gym. Alright, so let's see what Cross Poison does. It's a move that has, I think, like a 10% chance of actually poisoning the foe, and oh my... Betty, you're awesome! Haha! I don't know why I'm excited about that. That's just awesome, though. You go, Betty! That's odd. Tell me about it. You said less than 1%. I got a critical hit, which is, well, probably less than that for me. Alright, so for this, I guess we'll go ahead and... Apparently we can't necessarily switch this thing around. Oh, you think I'd learn how to drive these things. That's what's embarrassing, is I don't really know how to drive these things. Alright, so go up. We're going to go up again. Go up one more time. Rotate. 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 And I totally messed that up. Alright, up again. And... This is really embarrassing. You'd think I'd know how to do this. Alright, so let's go down. I'm trapped! I'm trapped like a rat! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I cannot believe I don't know how to do this thing. Oh, I am so sorry. I really probably should have came here and done a practice run, but I really didn't want to disrupt this battle. This is... Well, I'm kind of going into this somewhat blind, believe it or not. I know the trainer's using, but I guess I can't say before anything else. You might actually want you to have your Pokemon around level 36 before you do this, because her last Pokemon that we're going to battle is going to be annoying, but you're about to see for yourself. So anyway, here is Claire. We talked to her. She says, I am Claire. Way to introduce yourself after I have just introduced you. The world's best Dragon-type master. I can hold my own against even the Pokemon League's Elite Four. That's impressive. Do you still want to take me on? Sure, I'm not afraid of any dragon. I've got 3 Ice Pokemon and Betty, which is good with critical hits, so it's on, lady. Fine, let's do this. Alright, as a gym leader, I will use my full power against any opponent. Yeah, you do that. Alright, here we go. Battle against Claire. So Claire has 4 Pokemon. The first one is not a dragon type. Don't know why she has it, but anyway, it is a Gyarados at level 38. The moves Bite, Twister, Dragon Rage, and Dragon Pulse. I sent out Aurora for this because, well, I thought maybe I'd have some sort of advantage, but I totally forgot about Bite. Aurora has paper-thin defenses, so that's all the screen time Aurora's getting. And I guess instead we'll go ahead and send out, we'll send out Batty. I have faith in my Bat Pokemon. Alright, so Aurora will get a little bit of screen. I knew that was coming. Claire, you cannot fool me. Oh my gosh, that is evil. Alright, so we're going to start off with a Confuse Ray to confuse this Gyarados. You know, this is one thing that bugs me. Not just this, but anyone that's a Dragon-type trainer, they use Pokemon that aren't even Dragon-type Pokemon. Yes, I am talking about Pokemon like Gyarados here. I've seen trainers in the past use Charizard in a previous Let's Play. Yeah, alright! Yes, Batty, you're awesome! I don't know why I'm so amazed by this, but it's awesome all the same. Oh, maybe it just does my heart good to see a Gyarados that's not a Dragon-type Pokemon. No! Well, that's what happens when you count your eggs before you know exactly what you've got. Alright, so it's got a Hyper Potion. I'm kind of surprised she did that, but then again, she's not really going to get another chance to use it, so Batty, fly! Fly like the thing that you are. I may not be able to tell flying monkeys to fly, but that is okay because I still have you. Aha! Oh, that is just hilarious. I do want my own private army of flying monkeys. I think I've already said that, but I really, really do. Oh, never mind. I'll just leave that as is for now. Alright, so Gyarados is not going to survive another poison. That one more poison will pretty much take it out. And there we go. Now the next Pokemon she's going to use, I hope it's actually not her strongest, but it's not. It's actually a Dragonair. Now she does have 2 of those. Both of these are at level 38. One's going to have the move Thunder Wave, Slam, Dragon Pulse, Aqua Tail. The other one is going to have Thunder Wave, Slam, Dragon Pulse, Fire Blast. I'm not really sure which is which, so I'm just going to go ahead and send out Aurora. We'll make quick work of these things in, well, just pretty much a heartbeat. That's why I got Aurora, to take care of Dragon types. So I guess while I'm actually battling them, I can't talk about why I hate Dragon types so much. At least battling them anyway. So Dragon type Pokemon, I like using them, but Dragon-type Pokemon up until the 6th generation were the most overpowered things on the planet. I'm not kidding you. There is nothing that you could do against a Dragon-type Pokemon. You might think, well, maybe Steel-types resist it, just throw in that. That's fine until you realize most Dragon-types get Earthquake and Fire Blast. So, yeah, that's kind of a letdown. I really hate Dragon-type Pokemon just for that reason alone. That they're so overpowered. Now, it was balanced a little bit in the 6th generation with Fairy-type introductions, but still, even up to that point, they're still overpowered. A Mega Salamence getting a Mega Evolution? You talk about something that was uncalled for. I don't really know what Games Freak's deal is. They make Dragon types incredibly overpowered. I really don't like it, and that's one of the main reasons I don't like dragons. But anyway, here's another reason I don't like dragons. That is because of events like this. Here's a Kingdra at level 41. The moves Hydro Pump, Smokescreen, Hyper Beam, Dragon Pulse. If you heard me right, yes, there's a Smokescreen there. I do not want this. I am going to try and take care of this with Bloke. But yeah, Dragon types get so much special treatment. I just hate coming up against these things. You always have to pack some kind of Ice-type Pokemon, and it doesn't really... One Pokemon left? This is where the real battle begins. Yeah, as long as you don't hit me with Smokescreen, it's probably won't. Alright, so there's a Dragon Pulse. I will admit that I am a little bit worried about this Kingdra, but I think... No! You did not get a critical... You dog! No! You dog! How dare you! You jerk! You son of a seahorse! Oh my gosh! I am so sorry, but that is just unreal. Critical hit? Are you kidding me? You know what? If you're gonna critical hit me, I'm gonna hit you with my version of Hyper Beam and blizzard you to death. And you... No! I hate this. And blizzard still hits! Yes! That's what you get for being a cheapskate, you cheapskate! I don't even know if that's the right term for it. as a citrus berry. This is not fair. There's... You don't see me equipping citrus berries to my Pokemon, Sakura, get out there. If you're going to be a jerk, we're going to do something that's just going to make you just flat out annoying. Yeah, caught you there. You can use your Hydro Pump all you want. You know, maybe I should actually... You're kidding me! You've got to be kidding me! How? Do not make me throw out Dopey. If I have to throw out Dopey, there will be fiery underworld to pay. Come on. This is unreal. If you get a third critical hit, don't you dare get a third critical hit. Oh my gosh. It just occurred to me, this thing's got the ability Sniper, which triples the critical hit power. Yes! I got a freeze! I am going through. You're kidding, right? I'm supposed to win. Yeah, you're doing fine until I got that lucky freeze. Woo! Go Aurora! Way to make a debut. I'm going through so many emotions right now. Alright. So there's Kingdra. We have defeated Claire. I cannot believe 2 critical hits that KO'd me. I almost lost Aurora. I lost? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised myself. I don't believe it. There must be some mistake. Only mistake was that I sent out Bloke and tried to... Oh, anyway, I won't concede this. I might have lost, but you're still not ready for the Pokemon League. I know. You should take the Dragon Master Challenge. What? You're not going to give me a badge because you're a sore loser? Behind this gym is a place called Dragon's Den. There's a small shrine at its heart. Go there. If you can prove that you're lost... If you could prove that you've lost your lazy ideas, I will admit you are a trainer worthy of a gym badge. Alright, this is the only time in a gym battle where you actually don't get the badge when you actually defeat the trainer. That is because, like I said, she is a sore loser. But anyway, we did beat the guy. Let's talk to this guy one more time before we leave. She says, hey, you were great to beat Claire. Thank you. If it wasn't for Aurora here, it wouldn't have happened. Anyway, what she says is one thing, but you are quite the trainer, I think. Dude, you are a jerk! I still do what Claire wants you to do, though. Oh, shut up, you jerk. I hate you so much. Unbelievable. Everybody in these gyms are evil. Mother! Why? Oh, we're having a heart-to-heart talk after this episode. I swear we are going to talk. I promise we will talk. Alright, so give me a minute to go heal, and we're going to finish up what we have to do to get this gym badge. We'll go a little bit from there in a little bit, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and now once you have a fully healed party, which is now what I do, we're going to go ahead and use Surf to get back to where we have to. Yes, that's at Slowpoke. Went in and swapped out Dopey for this Slowpoke here just because of the fact that, well, I think we're going to need an HM for this, but I'm not 100% certain. Alright, so welcome to the Dragon's Den. This place is actually home to a lot of Dragon-type Pokemon. That being, well, simply Dratini and Dragonair, but unfortunately I think we've got a required battle here that's nothing more than Dratini, Dragonair, so I'm going to do this battle really quick. I'll catch you guys just a little bit. I'll be right back. Yep, after the battle against Claire, I really don't think we need to see any more Dragon battles. Alright, so we got this thing here. Slowpoke's going to use Surf, which kind of makes this funny. How on earth does my character jump on a Slowpoke? I don't know. Alright, so sure enough, I was actually correct in this, because we need the TM Waterfall, or Whirlpool rather, and that's the reason I actually got this thing, because I didn't want to teach it. It's a stupid move. It's not worth teaching to anything you're going to use on your team, so yeah, that's the whole reason I got it. There are a couple of items in here. Some of them you might find interesting, but I'm not worried about that because I want to go here and just kind of get my badge so we can call this complete. Alright, so this guy up here. This guy is going to test you to see how good you are, but you're going to want to answer these things very compassionately for reasons you'll see why a little later. For now, good to see you here. No need to explain why you came. Claire sent you here, didn't she? Yes, because she was a sore loser. That girl's a handful. Oh my gosh, I agree with you, dude. I am sorry, but I must test you. Not to worry. You are to answer only a few questions. Alright, so we ready? Yes, if you don't know what to answer, here's what you do. What is your Pokemon? You can pretty much answer ally or friend, but you want to do compassionate, so I'm going with friend. Oh, I understand. What helps you to win battle? If you say strategy or training, well, those are both good. Do not say cheating, but either one of these are good. I'm going to go ahead and say training, though. It's taking a lot of training to win. Oh, I understand. What kind of trainer do you wish to be? Now, pretty much here, I'm just going to say you want to be any type of trainer. It doesn't matter to me, but for compassion, you want to say anyone. Oh, I understand. What is the most important thing about raising Pokemon? Now, I'm going to go ahead and say love for this. Yes, totally violence. I'm a Team Rocket member. I'm going to... No, it's just love. For compassionate reasons, you'll see why later. Oh, I understand. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. Which is more important? Honestly, both Pokemon. I'm using Sakura, which is actually kind of weak, and I'm using Blook, which is kind of strong. I like them both, honestly. I see. You care deeply for Pokemon. Very commendable. That conviction is what is important. Chime, don't lose that belief. How on earth do you people know me? Anyway, it will see you through at the Pokemon League. Alright, so here comes the sore loser that would not give us our badge. So how did it go? I guess there's no point in asking. You did fail? You know, you're almost as bad as the guy that has no faith in me at the start of the gym. Morse code for her to find out that... What? You passed? Yes. That can't be! Well, turns out it is. You're lying. Even I haven't been approved. Maybe because you go after Dragon-type Pokemon. Overpowered! Anyway, Claire. This child is impeccable in skill and spirit. Admit defeat and confer the Rising Badge. Yeah, give it to me, you sore loser. Or must I inform this Lance of this? Exclamation mark! That is kind of important. I understand. Here. This is the Rising Badge. Hurry up, take it. And with that, we received the Rising Badge from Claire. We got it! We got our 8th badge! Can't believe we had to go through a weird test to do this, but anyway. The Rising Badge will enable your Pokemon to use the move for climbing the waterfall. Also, all Pokemon will, well, pretty much every Pokemon will obey you without question. Claire, reflect upon what it is that you lack and this child has. Morse code, and she runs away like a coward that she is. By the way, have you heard of Lugia? What? No, why do you ask? Between Olivine City and Cianwood are islands called Whirl Islands. Yeah, what about them? There's a huge waterfall deep in the cave there. It is said that Lugia rests in the deep end of the waterfall basin. You need a silver wing to reach the waterfall basin, I heard. Yeah, well, that's interesting information for whatever reason. Alright, so with that, we have got our 8th badge, and because the time's really getting up there, I think we're going to go ahead and call things off here for now. We've done quite a bit. We've explored Blackthorn City, we got our 8th badge, had an epic victory thanks to Aurora here. So I think we've done more than enough for now. Next time in my Let's Play of Pokemon SoulSilver, I think we're actually going to kind of check out what this guy said about Lugia. Not exactly sure what it means, but we will find out in the next episode. Till then, I will catch you guys later.